So crypto universe, I'm back with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about some stories developing regarding DFinity, which is the company behind ICP. I also wanted to discuss how, again, most jobs are not really safe in the coming years, and I'm gonna jump right into it. So this is a report from the Street Roundtable. This is actually an article written by this is referencing the founder of DFinity, whose name is Dominic Williams, and he says the next wave of apps will be built by AI, not developers. Dominic Williams, founder and chief scientist at DFinity Foundation, believes we're entering a new era where developers won't be developers in the traditional sense, and where the internet computer replaces platforms like AWS by offering something radically different and a truly open internet. Speaking to the Street Roundtable host Rob Nelson, Williams said that the internet computer enables what he calls self-writing apps where ordinary people simply talk to AI and it builds their web services. We're at an inflection point, Williams said. In the near future, the end user will in fact just choose a self-writing application platform. He explained that today, app creation depends on developers choosing familiar IT stacks like Amazon Web Services, but that's changing fast. Developers are going to be ordinary people that just talk to AI, and the AI will build and orchestrate their web applications, internet services, or other functionality end to end. But beyond AI-powered app creation, Williams argues that the internet computer already offers capabilities Amazon can't match, like truly decentralized social networks. He pointed to OpenChat, a tokenized social network running on the internet computer. There's no company behind it, and it's self-updating, Williams said. Developers propose updates, and the community actually looks at the proposed updates and approves or denies them, which to me that's awesome. That's an awesome feature that at that point you're talking about the people themselves having control over the social network that they want to use. So if anything goes wrong, they could fix it, but then they also have themselves to blame. But continuing the article right here, that kind of decentralized governance is only possible, he says, because of the unique security and structure of the internet computer network. You can be sure it can't be hacked, Williams said. It's run successfully in production for a few years now, and no cybersecurity systems whatsoever protecting it, even though it's tokenized. He emphasized that despite being a crypto-enabled network holding digital assets, no major hacks exploit have hit OpenChat, even with high-value targets like being monitored by sophisticated threat actors like Lazarus Group. Williams believes that this model for a new class of internet services, fully community-owned, AI-driven, and built on infrastructure, is fundamentally different from the traditional cloud. And he's absolutely right. Like at the end of the day, we're headed towards a future where we have an opportunity to create a world that does have more of a level playing field. Unfortunately, right now, the world we live in, there's a lot of people, especially behind these social media platforms. They are, whether they admit it or not, they are in fact stacking the deck against people, hoping that they can control who wins or loses. You even see this. You even see this when it comes down to the type of content that goes viral. It's already been proven now that many companies, these social media platforms, they pick and choose who to go viral. Like for example, TikTok has had multiple instances over the past 5 years where after class action lawsuits, they admitted in the midst of the trials, they admitted that they would give certain type of posting content creators priority, and some they didn't. For example, they referenced having what they call a heating button, which is a mechanism, a backdoor mechanism in their program that allows them to allow anybody they want to go viral at the push of a button, essentially. And if they have a heating mechanism, it should be common sense that they probably also have a cooling mechanism that would allow them to suppress anybody that they wanted to suppress. And that's just when it comes to the content itself. When it comes to how the app is run, the updates that happen, these are things that they take full control over, regardless of the community telling them what they want, and they just simply don't listen. You think about Twitter. For years, people kept saying they wanted the option to edit tweets, and for years I mean, to this day, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think you can edit a tweet to this day. I'm not sure, but I don't use Twitter as much as I used to. But either way, it's a very interesting, forward-thinking article, forward-thinking perspective from Dominic Williams, who's the founder at DFinity. Next article here I want to get into is an article referring to South Korea and their upcoming election, and it's talking about what's at stake for crypto in South Korea's upcoming election. So, long story short, nearly 1/3 of South Koreans own crypto, which is actually a lot. You know, in America, even though there's about 360 million people more or less, only about 50 million people own crypto, which is still a lot, but it's not as much as 1/3. Obviously, that would be the equivalent of the equivalent of like 100 million plus Americans owning crypto. So that's still a big deal. So nearly 1/3 of South Koreans own crypto, making digital assets a pivotal campaign topic. Both parties support crypto ETFs, but diverge on stablecoin strategy and banking reforms. New regulations from June will allow exchanges and nonprofits to sell digital assets, signaling a potential policy shift. So we are reaching that point now where, regardless of people's political affiliation, regardless of any of these things, people in general have no choice but to start to face the new reality of a blockchain being behind many companies, stable coins becoming the new normal. We're already seeing, like in America, they just announced a few weeks ago that they're gonna phase out the penny. Like, they're not making the penny anymore because they've lost too much money making pennies. It cost America 2 cents to make 1 penny. So you're gonna see a future where many people are just they're slowly pushing the normies into a reality where it's all through digital payments. And if it's all through digital payments, of course, you're gonna want to get on the wave of blockchain, to get on the wave of Web3, to get on the wave of DeFi, to get on the wave of having more efficient options for cross-border payments. You're gonna want to get on the wave as well of establishing your own stablecoin. This is inevitable. I know I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but like I've been saying, guys, this is inevitable. I first got into the crypto space in 2019, and it just completely blew me away. I fell into a rabbit hole, and the reason I fell into a rabbit hole is because I knew that this is inevitable. But that's all I got for today. Let me know, do you guys think that this is inevitable? Or do you guys think that it'll take more time? Or maybe are you still one of the people that think this is all a scam? And also, what do you think about DFinity's Dominic Williams from DFinity's statement regarding AI being the future that builds apps? Because that's major. Like, that's something I think is coming too, where we're already at a point now where there are AI apps that can build entire applications for you. You can go on ChatGPT right now and ask ChatGPT to write you a program for a basic app, and it'll do it in 3 seconds. So that's all I got. Like and subscribe. I'm out.